Ready? 60 outlaw. 85.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a game. Gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the play. X3, 218, chopper. 57, 57.
Wentz now to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
No. Undercut. Tighten it. 57, 57.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, empty. Such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Slam. 22 jet bomber.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Switch. Shift. Watch the shift. Switch up.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Watch switch. That's great 57.
On third and long, it's Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye.
Solid.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
56 for Mike, boys. Check 56. Let's go.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Haskins to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Haskins back to the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Haskins going to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Great.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Great. 36.
Check your backer. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd down, Swift. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
20.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, alert 3.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Man 5-7.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Come. Hey, Red 5-2, I'm here.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch out.
Lefty.
He's checking. Crash.
82.
Now Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Watch it. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Now it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Right. He's telling right here. Telling the right. Four down. Under 10. 10.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. 56. Hey, watch the leg. He's coming. We got double up. Check.
Again, it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's got Mason complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Now the wolf. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, check. 57. Hey, we got to get the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins, he's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
5-9, 5-9.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, this is Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
This is Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And he'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
56, right there, 56. Yo. Kill. Check.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz flush to his right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Safe. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 50.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Zoo.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
So the chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Geis, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Recon, 132 fighter. Two jet.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. On 1st down, Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Wentz.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a return will stop right around the 25. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling... This is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
74. Hey, Charlie.
Wentz now on 1st down. And completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. We got this.
Throwing is Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Eagles 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So, hail to the Redskins as they get